What if your client galleries didn't just feel like a Dropbox link, it actually felt like part of a client experience? This completely changed how my clients experience their photos and honestly, how much they spend. As photographers, we spend hours crafting beautiful work just to deliver our photos in a way that feels underwhelming. Pic-Time just released 2.0 and it's basically an entire new experience of how your clients view their galleries. Let's hop into it and see what's all changed. Here's the welcome page. This is kind of like what immediately stands out is when you go into your client gallery. So I happen to have done a few Mother's Day minis this weekend and we actually have to upload some. So we're in the client galleries. We're going to go in here and we're going to create a new gallery. So this one we will call the Roberts family. All right, and we're gonna pick Pic-Time 2.0. So this will be all of the new things, all the new features. We'll kind of dive into that. So we will go next. And that was just shot here on Saturday. The occasion was a family. And we're gonna add a little description. So it has a little example in there. Smith's summer wedding at Lakeview Gardens. So we could do family, Mother's Day mini session on Durham Trail, Ontario. So then it just gives you a few keywords later on. We're going to use our brand here, mine's Zettel Photography English, and then we're going to create the gallery. So going right to the scene name, I'm going to do the finals. So typically in a regular session, I would send sneak peeks. So I would have two different kind of galleries in there. I would have the sneak peeks and then the finals. But on this note, we are just going to upload the finals because in this package, it was a fast turnaround. So when it is a fast turnaround, I typically don't deliver sneak peeks. So we have Mother's Day minis here. We're going to go edit. And I know that it is Olivia here. And then we're going to go Command A, select all of those, and we're going to open those guys up. So we're going to let that download and kind of like upload back into Pic-Time. So we have the Pic-Time uploader here. So that's something you have to download onto your desktop when you get Pic-Time so that it does work. The photos won't upload unless you have this. And if you find there's some troubles with it, just go to check for updates or restart it and it usually works just fine after that. So hop it in here. We'll give that a minute to upload. So anyways, so we got the high res images uploading now. So we're going to go over to design. So as you can see here, it's a new feature in the Pic-Time 2.0. This is where AI will curate your gallery and make the best adjustments on what it thinks is best. So we're going to let that load and then we're going to dive into seeing how this AI curates our gallery. Now all the high-res photos are uploaded. I did upload an engagement session earlier and tried to do this AI feature. It hadn't loaded for me, so I don't know if this is still rolling it with some troubleshooting with the 2.0 version and just AI's kind of trying to get used to it. But I'm just going to skip over this for now and we're going to do skip and select manually. So this is the part that really makes everything stand out is how much you can customize in your galleries now so that these galleries don't feel like you're just delivering files and you're actually delivering like a curated story. So let's kind of dive into the design aspect. So you can customize the feel of it. So we got fine, minimal, airy, spotlight, editorial. That looks really cool. I like that one. Expressive, folk, and soft. Okay, what else can we customize in here? Okay, cool. So we got some fonts. Let's go back, actually. We'll go to the editorial here. And then we're going to customize that. So let's explore some of these fonts. Fonts is one thing that I struggle with, but I like the one that they picked. Yeah, that was a good one. Maybe we'll lighten it up a little bit. Not as bold. Okay. Element shape rounded. Okay, we can round our shapes. I kind of like it. Or a pill shape. I kind of like the pill shape, so we'll kind of like do that. We'll do some pill shapes. Okay, and photo grid style. Large photos, small photos. Okay. Narrow spaces. Okay. I kind of like the narrow look. Maybe, is there a medium? No, 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 no. Ooh. Small photos. Yeah, I kind of like them large. No, medium, medium, medium. All right, so now that we got those, let's head back. Okay, so we can change our header here. So we can change a different photo. We can change the design. Where is that guy? So this thing here, I do love that photo for that. So let's see what other design features we could do. Fine. Okay, cool. Love. Oh, that's a cool one. If like I had a wedding gallery, that would look really elegant with a wedding gallery. Very, very good. Oh, love that. Okay. Finals. That one's cool. I do like that one too. Okay, that one's pretty cool. That like gives it a nice clean look, separating like each scene. Getting ready. That one is also very nice. Okay. So we got some options. I think I would address this a little differently if it were a wedding or an elopement. But for this specific one, I did really like the photo one that we had. Which one was it? I think it was just this one. No, this one. Yeah, it's right in the middle. Okay. But I did like that the font. Ooh, we could do an auto select. That's cool. Okay, so it automatically picks what design feature would be better. Cool. Theme colors. Okay. Select manually, so you can select the text in your brand colors. Okay. For now, I like the auto select from the photo. That's cool. I like that feature. It saves you a little more decision fatigue later on down the road. Okay, text, edit manually, use design, set text style. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. All right, or we could edit it manually here. Man, I'm not even going to change the font because that looks fantastic. And like I said, fonts are not my strong suit. I do like the light look. Sizing. Okay. Finals. Let's keep it small because we got the title, so we'll keep her small there. Okay. So if we wanted to change the photos. Oh, well, let me choose this one. Okay, let's see. Maybe this one? No, it's the same one. Let's try that one. All right, that looks cool. Good, nice. All right, so let's see what other design features we have. So I really like the look of that. So you can pick like different colors in here. That's cool. Okay, and it almost looks like it's selecting like it from the photos because those are very similar photos. Maybe not the blue, but I do like that. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, that's cool. All right, so now that we've kind of designed a bit, let's see what the mobile looks like. Nice. Okay, so I think for the mobile, I'd want to change the focal point in that. So I think when we head over here, we just have to select the focal point. I think I would focal point it down here a bit more. Shifts it over a bit. All right. Perfect. And then you scroll down. Okay, so we got the finals here. And then we got the rest of the gallery. I like that. Okay, we got the scenes there because before in the Pic-Time version, there was no like clear option of clicking which scene, so you had to scroll to find like each scene. So I really like that they incorporated that you can actually filter out the scenes now, and they made it very mobile friendly and very obvious that you can do that. And they also do have a search bar. Search for keywords. Okay. So if you haven't been using keywords, now's the time to start with your photos. So there's actually a feature in Lightroom where you could do this and add keywords to each photo. So this is very cool. All right. Man, I don't think I added any keywords. Let's do kids. Probably not. Yeah, there. Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, I mean, maybe generated it itself because, or it's like an AI. I don't know, but I don't think I added keywords myself here, so I think Pic-Time was able to do that itself. Let's do hands. Did I get any hand shots? Look at that, hands. Let's bring this up to desktop view. That's cool. Let's preview the gallery from the client perspective. All right, so this is what it would look like if they had opened it up on their desktop. Wow, that's beautiful. I would be thrilled to get this. This would be awesome. All right, so like if I searched up, what if I search up detail? Yeah, it gets the close-ups. That's cool. That's cool. Like what if I did mom? And it recognizes mom. That's so cool. Okay, maybe it slacked a little bit here, but it's a new version. I'm sure it'll tweak itself out later down the road, but this is really cool. This is a nice feature. This helps with clients and like searching, especially in weddings, if they're looking for like a ring shot or a specific floral shot or anything like that, or like the ceremony. It should all be curated within different scenes, but that's a cool feature. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. All right. So from the client's perspective here, we have a nice search within the gallery. In the gallery, we only have one scene, so we can't really select any scenes, but I like that we have that. I like that it has the moving picture with it. We can see the whole gallery here. We can favorite them. What else do we got going over here? Okay, we can start selecting items. So if you selected a few of them, sweet. We could put it in a collection. Okay, so you could add a few collections. So you could do like mom. Very cool. Okay, and then you can add items. Very nice. So we could add some more. And then we could go done. Beautiful. And another one, so if you wanted one for like the ones that you plan to print, or ones that you plan to post for a birthday, ones that you plan to post in like batches, that's another really cool feature. Pic-Time did not have that before, so the Pic-Time 2.0 version has it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. This is cool. And then the new shop, so actually from our perspective, we do have a new shop feature here. So we could select, I know I had just made one, so for regular sessions here, but if we wanted to make a new one, this is how we would do it. So we would create a new price list, and it walks you through a few questions. It helps you figure out which print shop you want for what galleries. So here's a few questions. We'll confirm and continue. I had just did this earlier today, so I'll show that up on the screen here. Just if you feel like walking through it, or I'll show it in the next video, but feel free to navigate that feature. But yeah, so that's cool. So we're going to set up an early bird. So this is the little promotion for your sales shop. This is how you kind of create passive income. That's what I love about Pic-Time, is they have their own print shop within the gallery where you can make passive income as a photographer, and your clients also get that really nice experience with the high quality prints straight to their door from their gallery specifically. They don't have to hassle around with downloading. They don't have to wonder if their prints are going to be good enough quality. They don't have to go through all of the cropping or anything like that. It's all within Pic-Time itself, and it has its own shop. So clients have a really easy time ordering prints, which gets you more money in your pocket. So we go, okay, we'll set that up. We'll do an abandoned cart. Sure. So those look pretty cool. I'll show you here what they kind of, oh, actually I'll look at this one. Preview, so we'll create the preview and in the gallery, so it has some banners and it'll also send them emails. So just right in here, we have just a little banner here. We have another one here. And another really cool feature is like the face feature. This the old one did have it, but this one also has it, which I'm assuming it has probably developed a little bit more higher quality AI search feature for it. But yeah, really cool. So if we wanted to just find this little guy here, it would show all the photos with him in there, which is perfect. Very cool, very cool. All right, so heading back. Okay, and then we're gonna view the print shop. So it has everything pretty automatic onto it, so it displays your photos as if they were prints. So if I were to get a canvas, I believe Pic-Time 2.0 has also come up with an easier checkout process. Okay, and now there is a AI to help album design. So for your clients when they are making albums, so we'll go into the everyday albums, there's an AI feature that actually helps them do this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of pick those product info. We're gonna select that guy. Where would this be? So if we did all of these, so I think you have to select them and then it'll automatically order them. Yep, perfect, cool. So it automatically put them all in their own size without having them cropped. So it's all in the album. Reorder, so you can move these guys around, different pages. And then it auto-saved. That was cool. All right, so if we kind of head in here, see what's going on here. In use. Move them around. And then you just move your photos around a little bit. Add another one. Switch the layouts. So it automatically threw all the photos in different ones. It looks like they kind of mixed up like a bit of the layouts, but they did do a lot of the mirrored layouts. This one's not. I believe this one, oh no, that's like a mirrored one as well. This one's not. So they did switch it up there a little bit, just because all my photos that I deliver are mostly in like a portrait mode. I believe they probably just picked out the best layout for those photos, but it all looks good. And then you would add it to the cart. But yeah, so that's a really sweet feature. Ooh, there's a cool new like feature in here for vendors. So you can send invites, imports, share link. Before it was like you had to add their email and then add all of their info. So it's really cool that you can just import it and share like a registration link. A little intro. Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool. And then you could save it as a gallery template right there. And then this is where you would send it to your clients. So you would click send, so you would add them in there, and then it would have your templates in there as well. And I believe with the Pic-Time 2.0, there's still some features that are still rolling out that aren't fully available and still making fine tweaks. For example, like the selection tools are evolving. Some automations are missing for now. But honestly, like, it's not perfect, but it's clearly where things are heading, and you can see where things are going with this, and it's getting more elevated look. We're getting better shops. We're getting better design features. We're getting passive income. We're getting AI integrated into here. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can utilize this Pic-Time gallery here now. So Pic-Time 2.0 might be for you if you're a wedding or elopement photographer looking to provide a better experience for your clientele, and also just to kind of add a little more luxury to your brand. This is a really good way to really elevate your experience with your client. This also might be for you if you're looking for a passive income, because the storefront and the galleries themselves just generate their own passive income, and that goes directly to you with no work involved. If you want your galleries to actually feel like part of your brand, I would definitely try this out. Check out my description just to have a link for your free trial.